Ever since you directed me towards this video and shared the video on our Facebook, watch the video, unbelievable.
And we've got in the studio, Lori, and it's Gatula, right?
It's Gatula.
Gatula, sorry, it depends on where you're from. There's Kuchera, Kuchera, and I never know what they're going to say.
Tomato, tomato.
Anyway, Lori had a video that's posted up on YouTube, and she's done a screenplay. And where are you originally from?
From Fall City.
From Fall City.
Yeah.
And right next to her is the subject of the video, which is Sissy. And I'm just going to let you explain it because I got to think your Nancy was the one. I saw it on her Facebook page first, and so I posted it on my Facebook page, and then we tagged it and put it on the Pat and JT page this morning if people want to watch it. And then I had some people, friends of mine, contact me because they grew up around horses, and they're, I know Sissy, and they deal in the miniatures horses and stuff like that. And I was like, how come I've never, where have I been? Yeah. So I want you to explain the story and what you've got going on here, because you've got a screenplay you're hoping to get made into a movie.
Yes, I am, and thank you very much for having us on this morning.
Absolutely.
And definitely thank you for
and
linking
Sissy,
our video.
welcome to the show also, absolutely.
Okay, my screenplay is about Sissy Georges, Christina Georges, and she's from the Schubert area, and she is the first legally blind participant to ever compete in the World Championships of the National Barrel Horse Association's World Championships. And she did that in Augusta, Georgia in 2003, but she's had a lot of other accomplishments besides that, but that's the basis.
That's amazing. I mean, getting there as a sighted person is difficult. Let me just say that. Just play day running barrels is different, and it's hard to do, for somebody that's never done it. But I can't even imagine doing it and being legally blind. I can't even imagine how you found your way to do it. How did you get started?
I've been riding horses, pretty much all my life, and so when I was in 16, I wanted to do something a little faster than just your pleasure classes. So a friend of mine, Kate Sales, and her son helped me find a horse, and we thought he'd work for me, and he did after we got some things worked out with him. He was a rodeo horse all his life, so he was used to just, when you open the gate, barrel down the alleyway. So my 4-H instructor, Susan Wendell, and she worked me quite a bit on getting him to calm down and stand still so I can try and focus on the first barrel. And it took us a good 2 years to get really in sync with each other, to work. Had to learn his feel, up underneath me and when he set to turn. So you got to learn the horse a lot, and it took us a while, but once we got there, it went fairly good.
How difficult is it? I got bucked off the horse when I was 7 years old. I haven't been back on. And I don't know, I have something about horses. I love being around them, but getting on them, something more powerful carrying me around scares me to death. Really. So hearing the stories from that, Jill growing up and doing this, it looks extremely hard, like you said, for a sighted person. Barrel racing looks extremely hard. Doing it for the first time, were you scared?
The first time I was pretty nervous. At home and practicing, he was very quiet. We didn't know he was going to be that hyped up when we went to go for the first run. And so I just turned him loose because I wasn't going to try fighting him because you just get in a battle with him. And my knees were shaking afterwards, but it was fun. Once I realized I could hang with him and stay with him, it was a lot of fun. Once the initial nerves got over it, it was like you learn to relax and go, but it does get nerve-wracking sometimes.
What's the reception been like from other competitors? Growing up, I'm sure you have people that knew you all along, and it's not a big deal. But when people meet you for the first time,
a lot of them are, surprised and say that's wonderful, and a lot of them.
And then you kick their butt. And what's going on here?
Well, and to add to that, the video clip that's on the internet on YouTube. The final clip in that was when she had someone steal her barrel covers.
Explain the barrel covers.
Okay, she uses these bright yellow barrel covers.
Real bright.
Yeah.
You can get them in any color, and yellow usually works the best for me.
You can pick up some colors.
Yes, and it helps if the background's the same color as the barrel. I'm lost.
You're right.
Because I can't pull it out, and I have panic sometimes, but there's nothing I can do. But it's like, where is that barrel?
So she uses these barrel covers in order to see
and if
the
I can
barrels
usually pull out that color,
approaches.
I'm usually fairly comfortable. Because as long as I can see a color, I'm like, okay, my horse will get me there as long as I do my job.
Right.
Okay.
And someone stole them from her in the middle of the night.
Someone stole them.
Oh, you what?
Yeah, before the two big final runs.
Was it like, you think it was one of your competitors, kind of like a Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya
I have no
Harding,
idea,
like,
because we went to go
cover?
get them the next day, and they're like, they should be in the office. And we look, they're not there. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What'd you use?
Luckily, the ground was orange. It was Georgia, sand, dirt.
Yeah.
So it was a little orange, and the background was like navy blue, and the barrels were white.
Oh, that
so I
helps.
could pull them out. But I didn't know that was what it was going to be like. So I was kind of panicked, like, am I going to be able to see those?
Yeah.
And so that final clip, it worked.
It
because
worked.
in that final clip, you see she goes
She
around the
goes
barrels
around.
in 15.7
Really nice
seconds.
time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, talk
Something
about your
like
screenplay. I mean,
Yeah,
when
let's-
does it
where are we
start?
at?
Like, when does the screenplay start? Does it span her
Are
whole
you-
life?
It spans her whole life.
Okay,
yes,
so
yeah.
you
We
presented
start
to
with her
people,
birth at
or-
1.9 ounces at the University
gosh.
Med Center, and we go throughout her entire life, and it's all of the obstacles that she has overcome to become a barrel racing champion, and there have been numerous.
I have to ask, were you born blind, or were you?
I was born premature, so I have what they call retinopathy prematurity, which is your
Okay.
retinas don't, they're not completely developed the way they should be.
So how'd you end up on a horse in the first place? Did your mom have
Mom
something to do
put
with
me on
that?
a horse, yeah.
Yeah.
Her mom Angel's sitting in here, and you can probably see her on the webcam, as a matter of fact. You just put her up on a horse. What? Come over here by your daughter.
Sure.
Come over here. Why did you think, you know what, I'm going to put her on a
Get
horse?
down there real close.
Real close to the microphone.
Well, there just wasn't anything that her father and I wouldn't let her do. We were encouraging her to do everything that
Right.
any normal kid would do because, you treat a child with a handicap, they're going to be handicapped. So, regardless they're sighted or not. So, she was made to go and do whatever her brothers did. So, and I love horses. And, my mother was big in horses. My sisters love horses. So, that's how it
That's
started.
how she ended up on
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
that is it's
So it follows your whole life, all the way through, and go right ahead. I'm sorry, Laura, go
Oh,
ahead.
that's okay. They treated her as if she could see. They taught her how to ride a bike. They taught her how to swim. She rode the bike down to the general store in their community, and picked up groceries occasionally. And they just didn't treat her like
just-
she had an impairment.
that
and
blows
so
my mind.
yeah,
It
that's why
does.
she didn't. And so
Oh, we take so much for granted. Okay.
yeah.
Wow. So you got the screenplay done. So where do you stand now?
We have pitched it to one Hollywood producer here in Omaha at Film Streams at a seminar a couple of
We know
weeks
some of the
ago.
guys over there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
and
People.
so we appreciated that a lot. And then we've sent query letters out to several producers and directors, but we're really hoping for a lot of views on the YouTube clip, because
Yeah.
if we get a lot of views on there, then the national media starts to pay attention to you. And the more attention we get,
Yeah.
the more attention that Hollywood will pay to
Well, then,
us.
fingers crossed, people see it. I mean, you can share it onto your webpage if you want, on your Facebook page. When you see the video on there, it's posted right now on the Pat and JT page, and at the bottom of it, it says comment something and share. If you
Share,
click
yeah.
share, it'll put it on your page, and then more people will see it too. And you can, yeah, absolutely, email the website to people, whatever you want to do. That'd be a great way to get started, hopefully.
that.
We'd like it if you guys kind of keep in contact with us. Let us know how it's going. You guys get any hits from Hollywood?
Yeah.
Let us know.
How many horses do you have right now?
I have one. She's a 2-year-old.
Okay, and so you're just starting with her.
Yes.
Like, I mean, really, have you been on her yet, or just?
I'm waiting for the weather clear so I can get her saddled up, get her broke out. I haven't done it yet due to the fact of the weather, and she just turned 2 in January. So
What do you plan to do with her?
I would like to eventually, hopefully, barrel race her. It's my plans. We'll see. Of course, not every horse likes barrels, but I'm hoping she does.
True. Oh my gosh.
We highly
Best
encourage
of
you guys
luck
to go check out this video. Go to our facebook.com/PatandJT. What can they search on YouTube if they, somebody doesn't have a Facebook or whatever? What can you go to YouTube and
If
search?
they go to YouTube and search sissy.avi, and
Okay.
then they can click on the video that's by Rote Wave and Charlie. That's my username.
Okay.
There are like 5 different ones, but sissy.avi is what they need to search on
Okay.
YouTube.
Any websites or any other way to follow you guys right now?
At this point, we don't have. We're working on a Facebook page, and
I can follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, they can follow us
I
on
did,
Twitter.
I did find you
yeah.
up on there. I found you up on Twitter this morning.
Yeah, Lori Batula wrote Sissy is my username on there.
And we might well mention too, grab the paper today. Mike Kelly with the Omaha World Herald did an article. Just talked to you guys last week.
Yeah, which we definitely appreciate. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
That was great too.
Yes.
And we've just had a lot of support from all over, and we appreciate you guys so much because we know
Absolutely.
your
Oh, we're
listeners are
excited.
real supportive, and we know they'll click on the video. And
Yes.
so, Sissy has this great relationship with animals, so we hope animal lovers out there will support us. And
Yes. Absolutely, yeah. And so grab the paper and you can read the column in Mike's column today in the Omaha World Herald. And like we said, go to our Facebook page. You can see the video and maybe try and get something started.
Thank you guys for coming in and taking the time on this cold day to come
I
in.
know.
We
thank
appreciate
you
it.
very much.
Thank
It was
you
our
for having
pleasure.
us.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it
Nice
so
to meet you,
much.
Sissy.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
See you
Thank you.
later.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Lori.
Thank you.
8:38, Chicken Nick 15.